Yo, welcome back to another episode of Texas Underground. I am your host, JVaz, and as always, the show is brought to you by La Conecta. Make sure you guys check them out at shoplaconecta.com, where you can get your custom license plates, como chingas. We got the Screwston one. I don't even know where it's at, but we also got the cut book that's been going around TikTok, and we got lanyards, we got the rolling trays, air fresheners, we got the hats as well, so make sure you guys check them out at shoplaconecta.com. The cut energy drink, para que andes al 100. So make sure you guys check that out. The show is also brought to you by GT Digital Distribution. If you're an independent artist looking to take your music to the next level, make sure you hit them up and check them out at www.gtdigitaldistribution.com. Joining us today, man, got a special guest from the east side of H-Town. First time I ran into your music, I was telling you, it was at the Cap Summit. You know what I'm saying? He was out there for the Cap Summit. I think it was the first ever Cap Summit that came to Houston for with Athena and I believe the main headliner was. Why do I do that to myself?
Who was it actually?
Who?
Was it Young Easy wasn't the headliner? Or was it? I can't even remember.
I can say I don't know why I do that to myself. I put myself on the spot, then my mind goes blank.
Yeah.
But joining us today, man, from the east side of H-Town, Mac Young. What's up, man?
Yo, what up, man? It's good to be here.
How you feeling?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
Man, I feel great.
Yeah.
Feel great.
Nah, for sure. It's good to be here, bro. You know what I'm saying? About time. Finally, huh?
Yeah, man.
It's been due.
You know, and it's crazy because sometimes people might think I'm be bullshitting when I say this, or like, bro, we've been trying to make this happen for a while.
Nah, yeah,
like I said,
sure.
it was like 2021, I believe.
Yeah.
Whenever the Cap Summit happened.
Yeah,
about 2
I
years
think it
ago.
was. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and that's when I initially hit you up, but then, you know, it just never happened.
Yeah.
But shit, we're sitting here today, man, and
So let's get it.
about to make it happen. So, man, H-Town, born and raised?
Yep.
Yeah?
H-Town, born and raised, east side of H-Town. So, yep. I lived all around the east side, though, but yeah, H-Town, born and
So,
raised.
for somebody that's not from Houston like myself, when you said the east side, where exactly is that at?
So I'm from Denver Harbor,
Okay.
but it's kind of like Galena Park, Channel View,
Atlanta Park, all right.
you know what I mean? Like all of that area, like east side, Channel View, Baytown, going towards that way.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's the east side.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Dope. Man, just to get a quick little background of who you are and whatnot, man. What was life like for young Mac Young? You know what I'm saying? Growing up.
I mean, pretty much started getting into shit, bro. Got into the streets a little bit, and yeah, I mean, I had a good upbringing though. It wasn't like a bad upbringing,
Yeah.
but somewhere along the line, I got into the streets about 14, and went from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The music started coming around like at 15, 16, just freestyling shit like that. So that's how I even started rapping, and I've been going ever since. You know what I mean? Working on the craft. But yeah, it started way back. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny you said, you know, what you said earlier, that the upbringing wasn't bad. You just kind of
Yeah, the
somewhere
upbringing
along
wasn't
the way.
bad though. Don't get me wrong. Like first thing I said was the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the upbringing wasn't bad. I had a cool upbringing. My parents were there for me. You know what I'm saying? All of that. So it wasn't like that. All of that was really my choice to get into the streets and shit. But however it happened, you know what I mean? It ended up working out.
Yeah, and I wanted to point that out because the other day I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and she was emphasizing I don't know what I did wrong with my kids. And in my head I was like, nah, I had mom and dad that, you know, were there for me my whole life. Always try to do what was right for me, but I was the one making the wrong decisions.
Yeah.
Like they didn't feel as a parent.
Nah, for
I was
real.
just fucking up. You know what I mean? Like,
I think everybody just gotta learn for themselves, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's just kind of how it is. Like we could tell our kids and we can tell somebody something so many times, but they gotta have to learn for themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? However, I guess I was just around that certain thing growing up. Well, that's what I was seeing. You know what I'm saying? All the homies, everybody's in the streets, my uncles and shit like that. So that's what I was seeing growing up.
yeah.
So I mean, I guess one of them things like we get curious. So yeah, got into the streets a little bit, and then started. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Got from there, went from there.
One of the cool things for myself was every time I would try to get into that group of friends, I had one friend that would always be like, nah, bro, you don't.
Yeah.
This ain't for you, bro. Like
Nah, for real.
Like you got it good at home, bro. You ain't got to be out here with us.
Yeah.
But like you said,
I've had those friends. Or I had friends that were trying to keep me out of that too. You know what I'm saying? I was just, and then another thing too, like getting on them drugs and stuff like that. That play a big, part in it.
But like you say, you're always curious on Like, okay, like I get you, I don't belong here, but I
being
just want to
young,
see
being young, being high, being full of them pills and all that played a part. And then the area I was living in, all that played a part as to why I was outside like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah.
As far as music goes, what was that? What was it that sparked that interest in becoming an artist? And at what age was that?
It was probably like 15. We used to sit in the trap, you know what I mean? Sit in the trap and like do stuff like that. Or the homies used to always freestyle. Had a couple older homies, a couple my age. They would always freestyle, always do that. I didn't know how to do it. So like it kind of was just like I would sit there like, you know what I mean? I just like took a liking to it. So then I started kind of taking it serious. Like I started writing music and stuff like that. And like while the homies were just playing and freestyling, I started freestyling with them after a while, but then while they were playing around, I was taking it serious.
Yeah.
So then I started writing music, writing raps. I probably dropped my first song like 16 maybe. First song, first video, and then a couple more after that. Like I was trying to take it serious at a young age. I was already like, damn, that's what I want to do. I like putting the words together.
Is that still available on YouTube and shit or not?
Like with old freestyles, you could probably find a couple on there from a while back, but I don't think there was too many on that we uploaded. But there's probably a couple on there that you can find. I know I have one on there that I was young, bro. I was probably right when I started. I got a video on there. It was on Facebook and all. Probably still there. Probably still there somewhere.
Whenever this started to happen, what artists were you listening to? What was inspiring you to make music yourself?
At the time, we got your Kurt Cobains, your Drake. Those who was really popping at that time. Them, who else? And I can't really think right now about what artist was out at that time. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I was more on that play, like I was more on that like play, lay back, the Drakes, the Kirkos. That's what I was on at them times. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. So
we gonna talk about your music here in a little bit, but now that you mentioned that you're on that player shit, one thing that I liked about your sound is the versatility.
Yeah.
Like you have songs like there's a song on your None But Hits project that has that little like fucking tropical sound to it, not tropical.
Nah, it's more like an island, like the Afro beat. It's called the Afro beat. Yeah. It's like the Caribbean sounding one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And then, you got your shit for the ladies, and you got, your trap shit, and it's like, okay, it's like versatile as hell. That's one thing that I do want to compliment.
I do try to do that though. I've always trying to be like that. I've always tried to be like that. Like I want to make stuff for everybody, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not scared to make something for the ladies, or I'm not scared to, you know what I'm saying, get out of my element and get to something like that. But yeah.
Yeah. But in 2000 and what year did Number Hits come out? 21.
I want to say 21.
Yeah.
Definitely 21, I think. Towards the end, maybe.
Yeah. I think so. I think so. That was your last complete project.
Yeah, that was my last, like, I guess you could say, like, album project.
Yeah.
But beside that, after that, I've just dropped, like, singles and EPs and, little project. But I think that was my last one, full, like, project. 12 songs or 11 songs on there.
On None But Hits, well, let's talk about the cover itself, because I know you talked about it on a previous interview, but the cover you get, was young cartoon of you with baseball.
With the baseball bat.
And I believe you said that was your first love, wasn't it?
Yeah. Baseball used to be my first love. I grew up playing baseball in Denver Harbor at the Denver Harbor Park, Selena Park. So that's what I grew up doing, playing baseball. I played baseball all the way through high school, and then eventually just kind of lost the love for it somewhere in there, you know what I'm saying? And getting into the other stuff we were talking about, and then starting to get into the music more and stuff like that. That's what I was on after a while. So, but it was my first love though.
You think you think that has to do with more of like, you feel as if, okay, I'm playing baseball, but I ain't making no money doing this?
I don't know what it was. I just think that we all had the dream to go to the league and stuff, but I think it was just more, I kind of just got lost focus on it. You know what I mean? I was in high school, so I was like more interested in the girls and what's going on over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just kind of, it was the coaches and everything. It would just start getting way more serious than it was fun. So it was like kind of, oh man, I gotta go to practice.
It kind of forced you to stop liking it.
Yeah, I gotta go to practice. I didn't want to go play no more.
Yeah. Yeah, and the reason I asked, because I remember growing up, I loved art. I used to like drawing.
Yeah.
One of my drawings made it to the I got second place at the Houston Rodeo.
All right.
You know what I mean? That's how good I was into it.
Yeah.
And then somewhere down the line, it was just kind of like you said, it kind of became like there was an expectation.
Yeah, it kind of lost the love a little bit.
And it was kind of like, bro, I'm like 15, 14. You expect me to keep drawing this shit? Like I draw because I
guess that happens though. After a while, we get tired of the same thing, bro. Like it's like, all right, you know what I mean? I was playing ball since I was 6 years old, 7 years old. So all the way till 11th grade of high school, it was like a lot of years worth of it. And you know, after high school, was I really gonna keep going, keep doing it?
Yeah.
I think that was just all the stuff that played in it too. Why I stopped, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you were able to transition, to use your first love, I guess you can say, which was baseball, make that into your cover for Nothing But Hits, and then the title fit perfect, Nothing But Hits.
I actually have another cover though. Is it on the front of my phone? So this is the one. This is the second one. You know what I'm saying? I've been having it on the phone, bro, for the longest. Yeah, that's supposed to be the nighttime edition. The other one is like daytime.
Yeah.
This one's supposed to be Nothing But Hits 2, nighttime. I might still drop it though. We'll see.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of shit. So
it's been 2 years since the last one. So you know, so if part 2 is about to come out,
you need to come on with it. Yeah, I might.
It's about that time. On Nothing But Hits, like I said, that was 2 years ago. This year you've been pretty busy. Before we get into that, was that around after Nothing But Hits? Was that around the time you got locked up? Or was that before that?
Nothing But Hits.
Yeah.
Right after that, I didn't get locked up. What had happened was I had caught a case, but I posted a non-arrest bond, so they just kind of put me on an ankle monitor. I got posted bail from the outside, didn't have to go to jail. A whole you know what I mean? We ain't gonna get into what actually happened, but
I'm not gonna DJ blame you, nah.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna. Yeah, it was just a whole misunderstanding and everything, and we got it under control. But it took 9 months, and the whole 9 months I was on the ankle monitor. So yeah, like I was on, my momentum was building up again. I was dropping Nothing But Hits drops, boom, and then I had maybe a feature with DeeBaby drop, boom, but right after that, that's whenever the ankle monitor hit, and it was kind of like I'm on 24-hour house arrest. So instead of like being able to put stuff out and stuff, I was still dropping though. Like I was doing videos as I could, you know what I'm saying? Like they would give me a little time to go to court. Oh, hit my boy, we gotta shoot a video, bro. I got 2 hours, like, you know what I'm saying? So we shot like 3-4 videos on house arrest, but it was like I couldn't really do what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't, you know what I'm saying, leave the house too much. But yeah, so I mean, that's you know what I mean, that's probably why a lot of stuff, and that's what happens though, bro. Just like I was on momentum as I was young, like 18 years old, I was starting to get up in them views, like getting known, and then boom, caught the case, had to go through all of that, you know what I'm saying? So there's always been something like in my way, bro, like something that happens in my life that's like, but I ain't got no excuses. I ain't got no excuses, you know what I'm saying? I'm still here, I'm still chasing this shit, like, yeah, but this time we're gonna try to, nothing gonna get in the way. No roadblocks, no roadblocks. Yeah, even this last one, it was just a whole misunderstanding, bro. It was like, it wasn't something that I really just put myself into. Like, so
the house arrest happened twice?
Nah, the house arrest was just once.
Okay.
I've done jail time when I was 18, 19.
Gotcha.
Did a couple years and then got out. I was out for a while and then I ended up getting into it was some little trouble and then put the ankle monitor on me. But I ended up beating that, getting off of that. So that really wasn't.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. We were talking about that earlier. Now that we're in a time when, like we said, if you disappear from social media for a week, you know what I'm saying, for a week or two, people move on to the next artist, to the next podcast, to whatever, you know, the creator might be doing or whatever.
Yeah.
How do you feel you overcome that?
Man, you gotta really grind. You know, it's the short attention span of everybody. Like, there's so much stuff on your phone. Like they say, it's you scrolling. It's like they remember it for a little bit, and then it's just out their head. Yeah. You know what I mean? When the next hot thing comes up, so you just gotta really stay in their face. Stay posting something. If you ain't posting videos, post pictures. If you ain't posting that, post something. Post on your story. Just kind of gotta try to stay relevant a little bit or something like that.
Yeah.
Have enough content to post and get you through. And so it's really like if you really want to be on the social media stuff and stuff, it's really like something you gotta stay on. Like you can't fall off of it. So, you know what I mean? Whoever trying to do the social media thing, y'all better, you know what
It's
I'm saying?
hard, man.
Yeah.
It's hard. I got 2 artists that I fuck with that I'm their social media manager.
Yeah.
And on top of my own shit, like, bro, that's why I record twice a week.
And then it's like, man, do we even have all the content to be posting all the time? Then you got to go out there and take the picture. And you know what I'm saying? So schedule photo shoots, whatever you want to do, all of that.
Yeah.
Just to come post on your own TikTok feed. Like, I mean, Instagram, TikTok, whatever.
That's what I was telling one of them. What was it? Saturday he stopped by, and I was like, bro, don't skip on interviews.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get them, send me the clips. We'll chop them up because everything's content.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As long as you're posting something that's somewhat interesting to what you got going
all
on.
Day, bro. They gonna see some.
They gonna see it
and
pop up.
They might see it one day, and if they don't see that clip, they gonna see the next clip.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like a bunch of songs that I was holding on to, and people was like, bro, who had told me this? Somebody I was talking to had told me this, like someone that does music, like, bro, just drop. You don't know what people are gonna like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't know, this person might not like it, but this person will. So I just started trying to drop different stuff, different sounding stuff, and people mess with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I say, this person might not like it, but this one will. So don't ever be scared to drop some.
Yeah, because you just
Content.
never know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we're having that conversation with as far as my, when I drop the interviews, I drop little highlights of the interview as well. And my homie was like, why do you do that? Like he's not in the industry, so he doesn't understand. And I was like, bro, it's because it's the interview might be 45 minutes long. And maybe you only watched 20 minutes of it and you didn't catch this other part. But if I drop the highlight, even if I didn't get the views on the whole video, I'm going to get some of them views on the partial video.
Yeah.
And that might
like
intrigue me to watch the whole thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you just never know who's watching and what might spark that interest. Yeah. So speaking of being on the monitor and whatnot, man, you mentioned you were locked up at 18 and then, this happened to you here recently. How has that helped you as a person and as an artist to if any, to, I guess, the way you look at things now and the way you move now?
Man, I'm just out the way. You know what I mean? Like, y'all can have that bullshit. I'm out the way. That's how I feel about everything. Like, none of that's really worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I could sit here saying I'm this and I'm that, and I've been through this and that, but at the end of the day, none of that is really worth it. All that shit's not worth it, bro. Sitting down for them amount of time, years and shit, like, nah, you missing out on everything. You can't chase your goals, you can't get no money. There's nothing out here. You know what I mean? There's nothing in there. Like, you can't do nothing but sit there and do your time.
Yeah.
So, like, it's just like a waste. You know what I mean? So now, like, it definitely opened my eyes and definitely showed me, like, man, that ain't really what I'm trying to do. Keep being in the streets and keep doing stuff. Like, and, you know what I mean? To put myself in certain positions. So just keep myself out of that.
Yeah.
Keep myself out of that, bro. I chase my bread. I chase my dream. You know what I mean? I take care of my family and I handle my business, bro. Like, literally, that's it. I ain't doing nothing extra. You know what I mean? Nothing extra.
I like what you said that in there's nothing you can do. I try to have I talked about this on a different episode. I tried to get an actual job.
Yeah.
And for some reason I ended up working at in Giddings at a juvenile correction facility.
Okay.
And I was there for like less than a week.
Yeah.
Because the job wasn't hard. Because you're just dealing with some badass kids, right?
Yeah.
And they know they can't be bad in there because then they have to stay there longer than they should. But what I hated was you become you become one of them.
Yeah.
Because you're not allowed to have your phone. You can't have no interaction with the outside world for 12 hours, bro.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, hell no. So
imagine living in there, mother.
Yeah, like
there's nothing in there, bro. You got your ways around stuff, you know what I'm saying? But there's like, if we're talking about living life, that ain't living life, bro. Nah, not at all. And I'm glad that I learned that at an early age. Like I said, I got my first actual first degree felony when I was 18 years old.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't really know what I was doing, bro. I didn't have no guidance. I didn't have nobody like to show me nothing.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? I was lost out there, lost in the sauce. So I learned it at an early age, though. You know what I mean? That way I can, and luckily, like, I still had enough time to do my little time, come out, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not too old or not too, nothing like that's going on.
It's not too late.
Hey, people get old in there, bro. People wither away in there. You know what I'm saying?
There was
one thing, you get lost in the system. I don't want to ever be nothing like that.
There was a 11-year-old kid, 13-year-old kid in there that the lady said that he had to be there until he was 18, and then he had to do 30 years outside of that in actual federal prison. And I was like, bro.
And anyone in there would be on the same thing. Like, we can all act like we hard and gangster, but bro, nobody want to be locked up.
You don't want to. No, because I mean, again, 13, he's gonna miss his whole teenage years.
Yeah.
And then another 30 years after that, 48, like, bro.
Your whole life's already went quick.
You know what I'm saying?
It goes, bro.
And I don't know what he did, you know what I'm saying? But, like I said, I was there for 4 days. And then I was like, nah, this ain't for me. And then, you know, and then the Garza hit me up about, hey, you know, let's do this podcast shit. And I was like, bro, I just got a job. Like, I literally just got a job last week.
Yeah.
He's like, man, fuck that job. I'm like, well, yeah, but that's not the point. The point is, like, you should have called me before I got this job. Yeah. But yeah, you know, you saying that there ain't shit in there, even for the people that work there, just to get give people the perspective of, if me, that I had 12 hours outside of there, still felt like
just kind of
you ain't got shit going.
Sucks, yeah.
So imagine being there for 24 hours, being told when to wake up. You can't. God forbid you got diarrhea because that's excessive.
It's like we dogs. It's like we like dogs, bro. You know what I mean? You've been to a kennel or something like that. You just see a bunch of dogs in cage. You gotta feed them. You gotta take them out a couple at a time. It's just like that. I swear. We always used to compare the two. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we like dogs in this mug. It's crazy. But I mean, hey, bro. I mean, that's what happens whenever we out here fucking up and stuff.
Yeah.
So, just all that to say, it ain't worth it.
It ain't worth it.
If you ain't got to do all that, don't do all that. Like me, I just stay out the way.
Yeah. So I'm just assuming that I wanted to ask you about Superbad. Superbad came out back in 2021.
Yeah.
But the visual just dropped 4 months ago. Was this the reason the visual didn't come out? Because you were on house arrest?
Nah, I actually dropped the visual. I had already dropped the visual. I honestly don't know. See, look, I don't know if somebody did me bad. We're going to just get into it. I don't know if somebody did me bad or what was really going on, or if they had something going on at DeeBaby's side.
Yeah.
But the video kind of disappeared after it was like at 200,000 views. You know what I'm saying? The video disappeared off, but it wasn't on my channel. It was on Half Pint Films. So, like, you know what I mean? And like, we didn't do no paperwork. We didn't do nothing like that. I ain't really know about none of that stuff like that either. So instead of like, I asked Half Pint too, like, bro, what's up with that video? He said it was on there. And if you search the actual video, you could find it, but it's like hidden. And that means they put it on unlisted, or either that or there's something there blocking the views, blocking it. So I don't know what happened. You know what I mean? So it's my video though. You know what I'm saying? I got the rights to it, all of that stuff. So I uploaded it on my own channel. Like I say, like, I don't want to say somebody did this, somebody did that, but
it is
but the video was on there, and then like after a while, it kind of just, I couldn't find it. You know what I mean? For like a month or two, I'm like, where's the video? Like, where's the video? People asking me, where's the video? So I just uploaded it again to my own channel. So I don't really know. I don't know. But that's why from now on, I'm making sure all my T's are, you know what I'm saying? I'm crossing my T's, dotting my I's. I'm all of that, because I'm making sure that none of this type of stuff is going to happen again.
Yeah. On a brighter note, as far as the music videos go, congratulations, you hit your first million.
Yeah, I hit the first million.
Yeah, you know that's gonna be dope. Talk to us about that. It's
that's pretty loud. It's pretty loud to finally hit my first meal, bro. Like I said, I've been doing this for a minute, so to finally just see 1 million on one of my videos that I put together on my own channel. Like I said, I'm not posting nowhere else but my own channel now. Everything like that just all fell into place. 1 million views later. It happened pretty quick though, like 5 weeks, 1 million views.
Yeah, because the video just, what was it, July 13th when y'all dropped?
Yeah.
Fully Loaded? Fully Loaded is the video we're talking about.
Fully automatic.
Fully automatic, my bad. Yeah,
so that, it hit it quick though. Hit it quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, I saw y'all celebrating. I was like, that's got to be dope, man. Because it ain't easy. It ain't easy.
It's not easy, bro. Like, if you don't, you know what I mean? We didn't do no paid promo. We didn't do nothing like that. So all our views are organic. Anything on there is organic, you know what I mean? So it just, to see it take off and everybody actually messing with it like that and vibing to it's nice, you know what I'm saying? I did a little show this past weekend at a little house party show. They paid me to come pull up, do a show, and the birthday boy and them were their 14-year-olds, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like when I performed Fully Automatic, they knew that much word for word. Like they were going crazy over it. Like they knew it, you know what I'm saying? So it was just cool. Like, that's cool. They know they were going crazy over it. So like I know that Fully Automatic done took off to even, you know what I'm saying, younger age groups, all of that.
Yeah. So we're talking about Fully Automatic. Like I said, congratulations on that, because a million is not easy, especially a full video. Like when you do reels and shit like that, that's a lot easier.
Yeah.
But an actual music video to hit a million, that shit doesn't just happen.
It don't.
But since we're talking about that single, shouts out to Jedediah. About 2 years ago, you did an interview with Jedediah, and you talked about how you do features, people will do features, but then you pay them whatever they charge, and then they don't even help you promote the song or whatnot. And I say that to say you were able to do this mill without any help from OT as far as the reposting and that goes.
Yeah.
Have you had the conversation with them as far as hey man, like a share ain't gonna hurt?
I mean, whatever the reason is for them not wanting to share the video, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know. From what they were telling me, like he just wasn't doing promo posts. They were kind of more, the label wanted him to focus more like on them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is cool, which is understandable. But yeah, man, a promo post here and there wouldn't hurt, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna sit here and cry about it or like try to come at them a certain way, because I mean, I guess that's just how the game goes.
Yeah.
And not everybody get the love, you know what I'm saying, or get that promo post. But the good thing is I got the song, and I had the song for a while though, so who knows if I would have tried to get the song recently, you know what I'm saying, if I would have even been able to or whatever the case may be. So since I had already had the song for over a year and all of that, you know what I mean, that might have played a part into it too, as to why like it's been some time, but I held on to it, you know what I'm saying? And I dropped it at the right time. When I was ready, I wasn't rushing or whatever. Like, I was dropping it whenever, like, a good time to drop it was.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but, yeah, they don't want to show the love, bro, you know what I'm saying? So, I ain't probably gonna do too many more features with people like that. I'll probably just focus more on my stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Focus more on Mac Young, putting my own stuff together, getting my own fan base super, super tight, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And bigger and all of that.
Like I said, you were able to get those meals without that repost. So again, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? That people were supporting you without having to hear it, from anybody else and whatnot.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about, being that you are one of those artists that has a lot of potential. You know what I mean? We have a lot of you guys in the city, and I always run into this where, I support you guys. I post the clips with no comparison to anybody.
Yeah.
And then the first comment that pops up, well, he's not better than so-and-so. He's not better than so-and-so. And it's like, ain't nobody saying that he is.
It's like a lot of competition.
A lot of competition. And the thing is between fan bases.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the artist they're mentioning probably don't even know I posted this.
I ain't gonna lie, are we talking... Yeah, I mean, if all of us like came together instead of comparing and all this and that, we'd probably make something shake. You know what I mean? Like, if I really just sit here and think about it, if we really all would have just come together and put some down, and we really would make some shake. But everybody's focused more on like what their own motion is, how big their fan base is. They can't shed light on a smaller fan base, or like, it's like stuff like that. They don't want to let someone else take the shine, or like,
You know what's sad about that? You're completely right about that. But I listen to a lot of music, you know what I'm saying? It's like reggaeton. I listen to Spanish music. And I've noticed it happened with reggaeton first, where, they were collaborating with each other. You'll have like 4 people on one song and have their fan base, like, exchange fan bases.
Yeah. And
there was enough for everybody, because there is enough for everybody. And then I'm seeing it on the Regional Mexicana, like Spanish music. They're doing the same things where they'll do like live online concerts with like 4 or 5 different artists, with the same idea of, if I can get 1,000 artists or 100 artists, fans from you, and you can get 100 from me, then we're growing together. And it's sad that in hip hop, especially in the Hispanic side, we don't have that. We have, like you said, is that competition of who's better than who. And I built this. I'm not just going to help you, get light out of my shine. Like, and that shit's sad. But I say all that to ask you this: being somebody that has so much talent and so much potential, what do you feel is missing? What's the missing piece to be able to take that next step to the next level for Mac Young?
Man, probably just getting more traction and gaining more support from, from people in general.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, none of us want to just be classified like Mexican rappers and stuff, but you know what I mean? I want everybody to listen to my music, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But it does come down to that a lot of times. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand why either. Like, we all just compare, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he ain't better than him though, instead of us just coming together, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't know. Like, it's just what's going on right now. But
It's
I
weird.
can say this though, there's like a lot more Mexicans been breaking down the door. There's a lot more Mexican that you hear. I guess it's just because seeing Mexican rappers and stuff is not just your ordinary thing every day.
Yeah.
There's just, you know what I mean? So Mexicans breaking down the door, coming in. You really got to be on your stuff though. You really got to be on your shit if you want to be in the game as a Mexican. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, bro, I'm just working on myself, you know what I mean? Keep going, keep posting, keep doing music, all of that. That's just what I'm gonna be on till then. So yeah.
You said something that reminded me. I was watching a documentary, and the guy emphasized of like, why can't we just be, you know, as a Hispanic guy, he's like, why can't I just be a rapper?
Yeah.
It's like you don't hear the black community talking about. Have you heard Drake, the Black Rapper's new song?
Yeah.
It's like that never happened. Drake was just Drake. It's like Eminem. You never said, have you heard Eminem, the white rapper song?
Yeah.
It's like, but when it comes to Hispanics, it must be like a prideful thing. Like we're so proud to be Mexican that we want people to know, like, he's a Mexican rapper.
I guess because if you're talking a certain way, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of Mexicans, oh, he's talking like this or he's talking like that. And then like even blacks, you know what I'm saying? Or he's talking like that, he's not black, or he's talking like that. You know what I mean?
catch a lot
I get
of
that
heat
a lot, and I
for
get that a lot.
Texas
And the
already,
reason I say this because I get that a lot. In some of my comments, you know, oh, he's talking like this, he's talking like that. But that's not what I'm trying to be.
Yeah.
It's just that I grew up around this. This is like instilled in me. I'm from, you know, where we from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like instilled in me. So sometimes, like the N word, right? We're gonna say that. That's like the one main thing. It's like already in my vocab. So it's like sometimes I might just say I'm not trying to call nobody that, or not trying to like be in my music shooting shots at nobody, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just something that's already instilled in me. So I don't know, I can't speak for other Mexicans or whatever, but for me, like, it's already in my vocab. It's been in my vocab since a youngin' and all of that. So it's not like something I'm gonna just change
I
because
think
someone
that's what
don't
people
like it.
don't-
You know what I'm saying?
That's what people don't understand. Because whenever we were doing the previous show, I brought that up. And I was like, we need to tone it down because I feel like we overuse it. And I say we because I use it myself. But then I had Cali people jump in my comments. And that's when I had to get defensive with my people. Like, hold on, we're different in Texas.
No, they go hard over there. They go hard over there. You know what I'm saying? They don't really like that. They don't like that. You know what I mean?
They don't like it.
And like a lot of people don't like that, bro. And I guess, you know, we just gotta respect people's stuff, people's opinions and everything. But like I say though, like it's just kind of more instilled in my vocab. So it's like I don't say it even thinking about it.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
That's what I had to explain because I was like, when I came to Texas, I was born in Mexico. I didn't speak not one word in English. And then I grew up in Prairie View. You know, I went to school in Prairie View. It was a minority school. Black folks and Hispanics, you know, because there was Salvadorans and shit there too. But it was like Hispanics. So when I learned my English, the word was used in every other sentence. You know what I mean? So that automatically became part of my vocabulary. The way I talk. Like you talk to my brother, and he sounds Mexican as hell. He has that Mexican accent. But because my brother hung out with nothing but Mexicans in the Valley. And then you talk to me and, you know, people are like, you and your brother talk different. I was like, well, he grew up in the Valley where 95% of the population at the time was Mexicans. I grew up, you know, in a black community. So, of course, I'm not going to talk, you know, like the Mexicans from Mexico. You know what I mean?
And the crazy thing, I don't know no Spanish. So that's another thing either. Like, I didn't grow up around full Mexican, like real. I'm Hispanic, I'm Mexican. I got Mexican heritage. My grandma, all of them, they know Spanish. But it didn't get passed down like that, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't grow up around none of this stuff. Like I grew up in the hood. I grew up like, you know what I mean? So like if you was white, you my nigga. If you was Mexican, you my nigga. If you know what I'm saying? Whatever, black, you my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we was doing. That's just how we was talking. So like it's in my music and shit. You know what I'm saying? I do try to clean it up though. Like I don't really want to just be all in there saying it too much or, you know. And even like cussing and stuff. Sometimes I want to clean it up. You know what I mean? Like I want my music to be more cleaner because if we're talking more like on a marketing level and like getting on the radio and doing all of that, then you can't really be having all that in there. You know what I'm saying? Like even if we want to say it or whatever, like people not just going to accept it like that. It's just it is what it is. So
the cleaner version is always
be like to get more into to break out and stuff. I do want to clean. I do have like cleaner music and I do want to clean my music up a little more sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I don't give a damn. I walk into that studio and say what the fuck I want to say. Who the fuck gonna tell me nothing? Who the fuck gonna tell me something? You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. This is my music. I'm the artist.
Yeah, if you don't, that's one thing
This
that I
my
would say.
life,
If you don't
yeah.
like it, just skip it to the next one.
This about my
It's
life,
that simple.
nigga. Yeah. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So shit, that's just how I've been. That's just what I've been on always.
Yeah. Speaking of all this music, man, you've been busy this year. You started off the year with the comeback, January 10th. About a month later, you dropped Switch Up. That was Hot Boy West, February 22nd.
Yep.
Then in May, you dropped Bitch I'm Fly with Daylo Dev. That was May 13th.
Yep.
Fully Automatic, that like we mentioned, that dropped on the 13th in July. So again, that hit a mill on your streams. So again, congratulations on that.
For sure.
Last week, you dropped Legendary.
Yeah.
That's your newest single.
Yeah, that's my newest single. I kind of just been all year. I just been kind of networking, doing stuff with other artists, dropping stuff here and there, dropping freestyle videos. You know, anything I can to put myself more out there. But now it's time to turn up the gas a little bit. So I dropped my first single like by myself. You know what I'm saying? It's called Legendary. Just dropped it a couple days ago. So it's doing pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Still getting it going. But yeah, so now I'm about to just focus more on Mac Young and drop that shit, you know what I mean, by myself. Probably come with an album soon. I still got some features though that might be on the album. Like I got some with Doe Man, I got some with J-Dog and stuff like that. So the next album or whatever I put together is gonna have a couple features on there, but for the most part I'm gonna focus more just on me.
Mac
you know
Young.
Yeah.
As far as Legendary goes, what kind of feedback you getting from the people right now?
They fucking with it.
Yeah.
They fucking with it. Yeah, I think everybody's focused on that Fully Automatic. I think it ain't really died down yet. That motherfucker's still going hard. So a lot of people don't even know I dropped something new yet. Like I'm still working on the Fully Automatic. We still doing press runs and all that for that. You know what I mean? We still out here trying to push that. So I don't know.
Yeah. I forgot to ask you. I know you said you had the feature for a while now for Fully Automatic, but how did that connection come about with OT?
So GT actually put the seed in my head, you know what I mean, planted the seed, GT Goto.
Yeah.
So he actually planted the seed in my head and then thought about it for a little bit, thought about what I wanted to do. He wanted to put it together for me, but me being me, I was like, nah, bro, I got my own label. I want to do everything myself because at the end, I wanted to be like, I built this, you know what I mean? Like this is something I did. So I kind of was looking at it like that. So, but it took a couple months. He just put the idea. I was thinking about it. I shot a song or two, and then they weren't really. They were like OT's picky, like shoot a couple songs. So I shot one. He really wasn't messing with it. So I was like, man, I'll send him something soon. So I waited a while, and then I finally got in touch with I guess his old homie Shunny. You know what I'm saying? Shunny Smiles, the homie or whatever. And then I got with him and stuff, and then he got with OT, and then we met at I forgot where it was. We met at a burger joint, chopped it up for a little bit, did the, you know what I mean? Did the business, and then that was it about it. But I held on to the feature for a while though. So I held on to about a year before I actually dropped it.
Yeah.
So I had a bunch of music, bro. Like at the time when I was on the ankle monitor and right when I had got off, I was just putting together a catalog of all kind of music because I got my own studio in the crib. I do my own music. Like I don't master it though. I take it to the studio, they master it. But I record everything at home. So like I sent them a bunch of songs that he picked one that he liked and then sent it back to me and then we just made it happen. But yeah, it was a good collab, you know what I mean? The song he picked was actually like probably one of my favorite ones. Like probably hoping like man, hopefully he picked
Hopefully
this
he picks this one, yeah.
This like my one right. I love that song right there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was like a whole song before I put them on it. So I had to take some stuff off of it because it was my shit. Like, it was just my song. So then whenever the feature came about, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like we got in there and made it together. I sent them stuff that was already made.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's how that one
had to
came
make
about.
some adjustments and whatnot. So, again, it's been a busy year. That's five singles for this year so far. What can we expect in the upcoming months? You mentioned an album. Do you have a title for the album yet?
I think I'm going to drop Life of a Mac 2. So
that's a dope title.
Life of a Mac 2, I think that's the one, because I got part 1 out. That's the one where I got Peso on, Lil Jeremy's on that one. A couple other artists were on that one. So that one right there was a good one. So Life of a Mac 2 gotta be, you know what I'm saying? And I'll probably throw the Mexican OT single on there, the Doe Man. That's just to give a little couple some features of what's gonna be on there.
Expect.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not gonna say a release date or anything yet, but probably definitely before the year ends, I want to drop an album. So I probably we'll figure it out though. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Just be expecting a bunch more from Mac Young, bunch more from Ben Live. Yeah, we're gonna keep it coming.
Before I let you go, I want to ask you something.
What's up?
When this is all said and done, it's just a serious question of when this is all said and done, music and all that stuff aside, what do you want people to remember Mac Young for?
Man, I want y'all to remember me for getting y'all head moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Having them vibes in my music, bro. Just being someone out here that's trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, hey, he used to get us crunk. Them music, them songs used to be. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I like, bro. I want to get people's head moving, bro. If I can get you vibing, like that's like my favorite thing to look around the club. If I'm there and my song's playing and see people like vibing, that's like one of my favorite feelings. Like, yeah, because it's like they don't know me, they don't know I'm standing right there, or like whatever the case is.
You don't gotta fake
they
it.
ain't faking nothing. It's like so I just want to give people vibe, bro. Been live, I'm bringing it the live way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm trying to, bro. So hopefully they remember my music for turning you up, getting you feeling some type of way.
For people who might not follow you yet, where can they find you on social media?
Most of my platforms, Mac Young 713, and then YouTube. You can find my music on all platforms, really. Anywhere songs are streaming, you can find me. Type in Mac Young, and I'll be right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of music out, so you'll have enough to listen to for a while to keep you busy.
Add to your playlist.
Yeah.
Add them to your playlist. We'll have all the links to his social media on the description of the video, description of the podcast. Make sure you follow him on all social media pages. Run up them streams. As we mentioned, Legendary just dropped, so make sure you run up them numbers. Live of a Mac later on this year, probably, maybe early next year. So we'll see. Make sure you guys keep your eyes open on that as well. Mm-hmm. And once again, man, we appreciate your time for stopping by, bro.
Hey, it's always good.
Once again, congratulations on that million.
For real, bro.
A lot more million to come.
Yeah.
And again, Legendary out now. Make sure you run up the numbers. Fully Automatic out now. Run them numbers as well. We got Mac Young in the motherfucking building.
Hey.
All the way from East Side, H-Town. Let's go.
The live way, baby.